Hello everyone, I'm Surendra Jain, Master Teacher in Vedantu. I'm presenting you the solutions of JEE Advanced 2018. This is question number 2 from paper 2 from the topic circles. One very interesting topic. In fact, this question is one of the most challenging question of this paper. Let us see what this question is. Let T be the line passing through points P minus 2 comma 7 and Q 2 comma minus 5. Let F1 be the set of all pairs of circles S1 comma S2 such that T is tangent to S1 at P and tangent to S2 at Q, and also such that S1 and S2 touch each other at a point say M. Let E1 be the set representing the locus of M as the pair S1 S2 varies in F1. Let the set of all straight line segment joining a pair of distinct points of E1 and passing through the point R 1 comma 1 be F2. Let E2 be the set of midpoints of the line segments in the set F2. Then which of the following statements are true? A, point minus 2 comma 7 lies in E1. B, the point 4 by 5 comma 7 by 5 does not lie in E2. C, the point 1 by 2 comma 1 lies in E2. D, the point 0 comma 3 by 2 does not lie in E1. Too much information is given in the question. So to solve this question, let us understand the informations given in small pieces. First, let us understand that T is given line passing through P and Q, and F1 is the set of pairs of circles S1, S2 such that T is tangent to S1 at P and tangent to S2 at Q. So these are my circles S1 and S2. They also touches each other at point, let us say M. Okay, so we have to consider all such possible circles S1 and S2. Now E1 is the set representing the locus of M as pair S1 S2 varies in F1. So for all such possible circles S1 S2, we have to understand what locus will be represented by M. Now to understand this, let me draw a common tangent at M to both the circles S1 and S2, and let us assume it meet this tangent T at O point. Now because these circles are touching each other externally, so this OM has to be its radical axis. So length of tangent from O to both the circles should be equal. In fact, if you now consider O point and you draw tangents from O to both the circles OP and OM, it should be same, one very basic and easy simple theorem of circles. And same, if you draw tangent from O to S2, this OQ will be equal to OM. So these three lengths OP, OQ and OM, they will be equal. In fact, O is a fixed point because P and Q are given points. So the coordinate of O can be written directly using midpoint formula 0, 1. And this length OP, OQ will be same, and this can be written directly using distance formula as root 40. Now M is a variable point. Now because OM is root 40 and O is a fixed point, so the locus of M, which is given to us as E1, will be a circle with center at O and radius equal to root 40. So we can write this as x square plus y minus 1 whole square is equal to 40. But one very important thing to understand here is that if we change all possibilities for S1 and S2, we will not be able to get points P and Q on this equation, which otherwise P and Q are satisfying this equation because length of P from O and length of Q from O, they are same. Why I am saying so? Because even if we take a point circle at P and I make S2 as an infinite radius circle, only in limiting case we can assume that this point M will be tending towards P, but in no practical scenario it can reach to point P. So in this E1 we have to exclude P point, which is minus 2 comma 7, and Q point, which is 2 comma minus 5. So if I look at the options regarding this E1, A option they say point minus 2 comma 7 lies in even. So you can see they have intentionally given this option that you understand this or not. This P point is not on even. So this option A is wrong. Now coming to D option, which says 0 comma 3 by 2 does not lie in even. If we put 0 comma 3 in this equation 1, we can easily check it does not satisfy this equation. Hence, this 0 comma 3 by 2 does not lie in even option is absolutely correct. Okay, so these were two options regarding E1. Now coming to E2. Now to understand E2, the information starts from here. Let the set of all straight line segment joining a pair of distinct points of E1. Okay, so the diagram of E1 we can draw like this because it's a circle having center at O, which is 0 comma 1, but excluding P and Q. So after this, if we read it again, set of all straight line segments joining a pair of distinct points of E1 and passing through point R1, 1. So I can consider this AB line segment passing through R. Okay, and all such points AB on this E1, if we join which passes through R, we can consider them in the set F2. The F2 is the set of all straight line segment joining pair of distinct points of E1 and passing through point R. So all such chords AB passing through R will be there in set F2. Now, they are saying E2 is the set of midpoints of line segments in the set F2. So this S is the midpoint of this AB. So this E2 is the set of all such midpoints as we change AB in this E1. Okay. Now, to find the equation of locus of all such point S, one very simple geometric fact we can use, that if I join O with S, because S is the midpoint and O is the center of the circle, this OS will be perpendicular to AB. Okay, so the locus of this S, H comma K can be written directly by using M1, M2 equal to minus 1. So K minus 1 upon H minus 1 into K minus 1 upon H minus 0 is equal to minus 1. So after replacing H by X and K by Y, we get this to be X into X minus 1 plus Y minus 1 whole square is equal to 0. In fact, this could have been seen as, a circle whose diameter is OR, because this OR, if we take as a diameter, it will subtend 90 degree at S. Okay, so S will be lying on that circle also. We can look at this locus according to that way also. And this is my equation number 2. Now, once again, because P and Q are not lying on E1, so all that corresponding point on this equation number 2, which will be so that I join P with R and we make a chord, then midpoint of this one should not be lying on this locus of E2. So if I write E2, we can understand it should be the equation given by 2, which is X into X minus 1 plus Y minus 1 whole square is equal to 0, but excluding midpoints of line, midpoints of chords through P and R or through Q and R. I'm sure that is clear, because P and Q are not there on E1. So such chord which would have passed through P and R, their midpoint we should not consider. Okay, now this P point is minus 2 comma 7, Q point is 2 comma minus 5. So if we write equation of P R, I think it can be written directly, because slope of PR will be 6 upon minus 3, that is minus 2. So equation of PR will be 2x plus y plus minus 3 equal to 0. Yeah, 2x plus y minus 3 equal to 0. And similarly, equation of QR, if we write slope of QR is equal to 1 minus 5, 6, I think minus 6 only. So its equation will be 6x plus y minus 7 is equal to 0. Yeah. Okay. So we have to exclude those points which will be lying simultaneously on this equation number 2, and these lines, let us say 1 and 2. Okay, let us read those options first. Option A we have already seen is wrong. D was correct. Let us now read option B, which says point 4 by 5, 7 by 5 does not lie in E2. 4 by 5, 7 by 5. Now 4 by 5, 7 by 5, I'm writing it here. If I put 4 by 5, 7 by 5, if I put in equation number 2, we can see it satisfies the equation number 2. 4 by 5 into minus 1 by 5, so minus 4 by 25. 7 by 5 minus 1 is 2 by 5, whole square will be 4 by 25. So it satisfies equation number 2, but this 4 by 5, 7 by 5 is also satisfying equation number 1. You can check 8 plus 7, 15 by 5, 3 minus 3, 0, which means this point is actually corresponding to that chord which would have passed through P and R. So even though it is satisfying equation number 2, but it will not be lying on E2. So this option B is absolutely correct. Okay, now coming to option C. Point 1 by 2 comma 1 lies in E2. 1 by 2 comma 1, if we put in this equation, 1 by 2 comma 1, if we put in this equation, we can check half into minus half, so minus 1 by 4, and this is 0, so it is not satisfying E2. So in fact, so half comma 1 is not even satisfying equation number 2, so it does not lie on E2. So C option is also wrong. So you can see how tricky, how tactfully they have given the options in this question. They have made all possible arrangement that you get confused in answering this question. Let us see what the answers are. So B and D are the answers. That's correct. This completes the solution of this question. I hope you like this solution. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for next question. Bye.